Hello, happy Thursday. How are you doing? How have you been navigating life after that full moon eclipse in Libra on Monday? Some very interesting energies coming through for us all, and we're all experiencing it differently. So don't think you should be experiencing it one particular way or the other. We are all riding the waves in our own unique way. So I'm recording this on Thursday, and we are coming into a Mercury retrograde. It's just started raining on Monday. So we're going to go through the Easter period, and then we're going to go straight into Mercury retrograde. Now the reason I want to talk about it a few days earlier is because we're just starting to really feel the energies beginning to build. So traditionally, Mercury is all about communication. It's the time maybe when your computers go wrong traditionally, but it's also a time where we get a lot of traffic jams, a lot of problems with travel. So if we're looking at this very, very traditionally, plan for your travel over the next few days if you're going away, but also if you're spending time with family, really being aware of what you're saying, how are you saying with it. So this was the same as we had over Christmas when we had that Mercury retrograde. Went over Sagittarius. This one is coming into Aries, and Aries are renowned for being quite fiery, brackets, very fiery when provoked. So you may be feeling this edge coming up. You may be in situations over the weekend, over the next few days, when you're being really triggered, where you're being activated, much better word of using it, where things are coming up for you. And we might be reacting out of fear, we might be reacting out of anger, we may be reacting because it's meaning that we're going to have to reprocess emotions. It might be just bringing up some form of trauma within you, or maybe even bringing up some ancestral trauma that needs clearing. And today the moon is in Scorpio, so Thursday the moon's still in Scorpio, so that might be a little bit more emotional. You may find that the dark stuff is really coming up to be processed. You may find that there are programs that have been running, particularly if you're seeing family over the weekend, that have suddenly become activated once again. They're suddenly bringing back things where you're just going to need to process, where you just maybe need a little bit of time for yourself. So if that's coming up for you at the moment, just sit with it. Know it's going to pass, but let yourself ride that emotion. Notice the programs, notice the patterns that are coming up, and then consciously make that decision to change them. So it's already feeling really powerful on this Thursday. We do have pre-shadow periods of Mercury retrograde, but at the moment where Mercury is kind of juddering to a halt, ready to go retrograde, so we're really feeling this energy. For me, the few days before retrograde and then the few days after Mercury turned direct tend for me to be the most powerful, the most potent. They tend to give us the curveballs a little bit more than they would when Mercury's in retrograde. So just watching for travel, watching for your words, watching for your communication over the weekend, really dropping into your heart, really acting from a place of love. And if we can't say it and it can't be nice, perhaps now is not the time to say it. It's not a good time for picking up old wounds, picking up old fights that we've had with other people. So this year all the Mercury retrogrades are going to be in fire signs, so in Aries, in Leo, and then later in the year Sagittarius. So while we've only got 3 Mercury retrogrades, they're all in fire signs. So really watch your words. Your words are your spells, but they're also weapons, and all 3 of those fire signs are incredibly fiery, quick to act, a lot about spontaneous combustion. We are quick to lose our tempers. I'm speaking with someone who is Aries, Sag rising, Sag moon. I can be incredibly fiery when the buttons are activated. So just watch for that, but also watch for it in the collective as well, and choose where your energy is going to go. So when and if it all kicks off in the collective, you're seeing dramas playing out left, right and centre. Where are you putting your energy? Where are you putting your focus? So really thinking about that at the moment, because we're going to move through this Mercury retrograde, and then we've got the Jupiter-Urania conjunction on the 21st of April, which I'll speak to a little bit more as we go through this Mercury retrograde, but that very much brings in more wild card energy. It's like the Wheel of Fortune on tarot. You could be at the top, you could be at the bottom, you could be somewhere in between, and it's something that's not been seen since the 1940s. So probably the first time we're going to witness this in our lifetimes as well. So lots of interesting astrology to come up. I'm keeping this video quite short because it's now absolutely beginning to pee it down. So remember, communicate from your heart, plan your travel well, but most importantly, make sure you're looking after you. Make sure you're looking after your spiritual path, you're standing in your truth, and you're speaking from love all the time. So I hope you have a really beautiful long weekend. Remember, Mercury's going into retrograde on Monday, but we're already starting to feel that energy and mix with that wild card eclipse energy that's coming in the middle of that eclipse season. Just be the port of call in a storm. For many people, you may have to be the living example of embodying that fifth dimension, of embodying love while drama goes out around us. So sending you all so much love. I'm off to go and get dry. Take care, and I will see you after Easter. Much love.